It's the dream, right? Taking your local business, your idea, and watching it go global. But let's be honest, it's also a massive gamble. So how do you actually turn that dream into a reality without getting completely lost along the way? Well, we're about to break down a blueprint that might just hold the answers.
So let's just jump right in with the big question. How does a local business, one you might see down the street, make that incredible leap to become a global brand? It's so much more than just getting bigger. It's about stepping into a whole new arena, one that's filled with challenges you've probably never even thought of. And trust me, that path is anything but a straight line.
And that right there, that leads us straight to the first major obstacle, what I call the entrepreneur's big hurdle. I mean, really think about it for a second. You suddenly have to understand entirely new markets, find partners you can actually trust thousands of miles away, deal with all sorts of unfamiliar rules, and, oh yeah, manage some pretty significant financial risks. It's like being dropped into a maze blindfolded. And honestly, this is the exact point where so many of those global ambitions just fizzle out.
But what if you didn't have to go it alone? What if you had a guide? Someone who's already walked that path, mapped out the dangers, and could help you navigate all those unknowns. Well, that's exactly where an organization like the one we're diving into today comes into play.
So let's meet them. We're talking about the Bangladesh Trade Center, or BTC for short. Think of them as a business consulting firm, but with a really specific, powerful mission. They're a bridge that connects local Bangladeshi entrepreneurs with markets all over the world. And they're not messing around with abstract theories. They zero in on the nitty-gritty, practical stuff like how to export, how to break into a new market, and maybe most importantly, how to find the right people to partner with.
And get this, they are not new to the game. Not at all. They've been at this since 1992. That means they have decades of experience under their belt. And when you're dealing with the insane complexities of global trade, that kind of track record is absolutely crucial. Now, what I think is really cool here is their whole philosophy. This isn't some high-level stuff you'd read in a textbook. Nope. It is all about smart, practical, and results-driven solutions. And the end goal? It's not just growth for the sake of growth. It's sustainable growth, helping businesses build something that's truly meant to last out there on the world stage.
Okay, so that all sounds great, but how do they actually do it? Let's pop the hood, so to speak, and take a look at their toolkit to see the specific services they use to make this global expansion a reality. They've got it broken down into 4 key areas. It all starts with business mentorship. Then they get into the practical stuff with export support services. And then, and this is huge, they make sure you can actually be found and look credible online with digital marketing and website development. It's really the whole package from A to Z.
And this is the part I really find interesting. They don't just sell you a service. They focus on what you actually get from it, the benefit. So mentorship isn't just someone giving you advice. It's about empowering you to make smarter decisions to scale your business sustainably. A website? It's not just a digital business card. It's your credibility engine, the tool that turns a curious click into a real business opportunity. It all gets back to the why behind every action. Of course, talk is cheap, right? A great toolkit is only as good as the results it produces. So let's get into the real proof and look at some actual stories of their impact. Check this out. This is a perfect example of their work in action. They organized a Made in Bangladesh Expo in a massive market like Sao Paulo, Brazil. I mean, this is literally them building that bridge we talked about, taking local products and putting them directly in front of international buyers. That's a game changer. And the feedback from their clients? It really drives the point home. You've got one business owner, Mr. M.D. Mainol Islam, who praised them for being knowledgeable, responsive, and here's the key part, committed to delivering real results. In international business, having a partner who is not only smart but also actually responds quickly, that is invaluable. That's the kind of trust you absolutely need. And it's not a one-off. Here's another client, Mehed Mehdi Hassan, who highlights their strategic support and how it helped them achieve measurable growth. That's the magic phrase right there. This isn't just about good feelings, it's about tangible results you can actually see on a spreadsheet. That measurable growth is the ultimate proof that what they're doing is actually working. So let's just zoom out for a second and look at the big picture. Why does an organization like the Bangladesh Trade Center actually matter in the grand scheme of things? Well, it really all comes down to this. They de-risk the entire process. They provide the insights and the roadmaps that turn what would be a risky guess into an informed decision. They help accelerate a company's global reach. And fundamentally, they build those critical bridges that most individual companies simply can't build on their own. And all of this brings the question right back to you. After seeing this blueprint in action, it's worth asking yourself, isn't it? Whether you're an entrepreneur or just an innovator with an idea, what's the next big step that you're preparing to take?